จะใครกัญญาไงตีดับลำไปชนะปีปอนดับไป
เครื่องแต่โกโจบอประกาศรัฐพลบรรดาสั้นคนแสนมันเข้าปรับถ้าเอาชอบรบประกาศตีปีมันปลามาดูเอาเตะปรองประบาทเนี่ยประกาศในโกโจบอที่มันอยู่ตีคือมันเอาเยี่ยมเมียนตัวเยี่ยมมันเอาเยี่ยมเมียนมันชิวแต่แข่งขณะพระประชาชนกัมพูชีคือเก็บทรายเจียงยศเจียงไงตีเลยล่ะส้มละไตบางคนได้มาเชนมาปีไซโคไลน์น่ะส้มเชนละไตต้นถอยไปโอเคฝากเชียมโซมาจับตามในกัมพูชี
ข้าพเจ้าเฮีย
ประมาณประมวลในไทยนี่คือดำไปยืนกับไปเตรียมที่เอาคอนเกรสดำไปอาณามาแต่เลยได้สำไรเจ็ดมวยในเตรียมที่เอาเมียนการตัวเขาเติมแต่เลยจมนายเลือกใจพร้อมเปลี่ยนที่กองปารีสนามบ่อยป้อนประมวลโดยใจสับมวยเอาปีนัดเมื่อลางวันในการอาณาวัตนู้นดำไปช่วยต่อสายปัญหาจบแกงนโยบายในกัมพูชี
People come here quite often to make sure that the people of the United States understand the struggle for liberty that's going on throughout the world. There are heroes throughout the world who are standing against tyranny and injustice and corruption. Nowhere is that more evident than in Cambodia, where we have had a regime that has hung on for far too long. It's time for Hun Sen to go. This building is the capital of the United States. In the United States, we don't have one race, we don't have one ethnic group, we don't have one religion that ties us together. The only thing that ties us together and makes us Americans is that we love liberty and we love justice and we think that these are gifts from God to every person. Today, we are reminding the American people, and I join you in reminding them, that if we coalesce and if we make nod, and if we make deals with the likes of Hun Sen, we are basically betraying everything our country is supposed to stand for. We support democracy, liberty, justice, and honest government. Hun Sen stands for none of these. He has to go. Americans who are made up of every race, religion, and ethnic group are on your side, on the side of the people, on the side of those who are oppressed, and we are opposed to the oppressor. Thank you all for reminding us Americans, all of us Americans, reminding us to do our duty to those things our country stands for. You are proud Americans as well, because you share those beliefs with us. God bless you. Let us make sure that we finally end that war that started so long ago in Southeast Asia. Chạy ra tập tua con đâu của lục ok chưa rất mình tay xuống làm gì chuột sự bắn non cá con đồng pin đâu tại phần đó tôi sẽ lại khác bà xem mỏ con chơi vô đi chia này chặt cam chưa
Chạy vô cái nào bạc của cô chiết. Chạy vô là khi thực hiện tập tài. Hỏi con như là thép lên đấy bông bông. Mà tôm con phải lăng hay tôm mai phải có sao mà lúc kia cà phê cái chiết liệt tập tôm ở đó bao nhiêu ở bàn chuông vuông thì lịch rồi so đi tới bao ca sao mà kinh tôm mò cần. National Rescue Foundation. It is because of your leadership and dedication that we are here today. But let me also recognize everyone gathered here. Thank you for traveling from all over the Thank you. Uncertainty, your support for the pursuit of real democracy in Cambodia will not go unheard. As chairman of the House Foreign Affairs,
USA, 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 USA must win.
In that never-ending cycle of government corruption and abuse and lies. There simply are no words that can adequately capture the sadness I feel for the levels of abuse that Cambodian people have endured for so many decades. Earlier this year, I hosted an event in the Foreign Affairs Committee to raise awareness of the injustice that so many Cambodians face on a daily basis as a corrupt government official. The scourge of land grabbing in Cambodia, unfortunately, is alive and well. And we must do our utmost to put an end to this heinous practice of land grabbing. It comes as no surprise that a regime which actively condones theft of property would orchestrate the theft of an entire election. On July 29th, Hun Sen deprived the people of Cambodia their right to democracy and rule of law and respect for human rights. While the Cambodian National Election Party won more seats than we thought possible under Hun Sen's control, the number of seats the opposition gained was a resounding victory for the people of Cambodia because it sent Hun Sen a very strong message. Cambodians to fulfill their right to vote, to express their disapproval of the state of the country, crying for new leadership. The Cambodian people are indeed strong, very strong. After so many decades of repression, they deserve a bright and prosperous future. And that's what we want to see for the people of Cambodia. A very bright and very prosperous future. God bless Cambodia. In July of this year, I introduced legislation calling on the Obama administration to provide more accountability in its foreign assistance for Cambodia. My bill conditions foreign assistance on political reforms, particularly for the unfettered participation by all political parties in the election process. Make no mistake, the road ahead is long and difficult, but I am confident that with your support, we will shine a bright line on Hun Sen's corrupt ways. 20 years have passed since Cambodia held its first national elections. While the vision for the Cambodian people that the international community put in writing is not yet a reality, you are all witnessing change in real time. Better days are on the horizon for the people of Cambodia.
Cambodia! 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 USA! USA! USA!
Today, we all stand in solidarity
with the nearly 1,000 people who rallied at Freedom Park in the heart of Phnom Penh to protest the blatant theft of Cambodia's national election. I join their calls for a transparent review of the election irregularities, and I urge Hun Sen to approve this review. It is time he was held accountable. When our committee held a hearing in July to raise awareness of and attention to the political crisis overcoming Cambodia, thousands of people in Cambodia viewed it in real time online. It was overwhelming because it showed Cambodians are joining together like never before, building international support and the support we see here today, in taking an active role in making their cries for change a reality. This event here today is unprecedented. As we stand in front of the United States Capitol building here today, it reminds us of everything it stands for: a true democracy, freedom, hope, and opportunity. And Hun Sen would be wise to take note. Let me conclude by saying the Cambodian people have had enough of his dictatorial rule and his contempt for even the most basic of human rights. The Cambodian people deserve better, and it is time to end Hun Sen's illegitimate reign over the people of Cambodia. May God bless the United States of America, and may God bless the people of Cambodia.
Thank you, Congressman Shabbat. Shabbat! 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 On behalf of Cambodians across America, we thank a lot to Congressman Steve Shabbat, who came here today to support our fight for justice, justice for Cambodia, justice for Cambodia. ទឹកដីព្រៀបនេះចាប់ដាក់កម្ពុជាយើងហើយដូច្នេះយើងត្រូវតែសាមគ្គីគ្នាក្រោកឡើងប្រជាពលរដ្ឋខ្មែរសាមគ្គីត្រូវតែគ្នាសាមគ្គីត្រូវតែ 23rd October 1991, taking note of the report of the Secretary General on Cambodia, desiring to contribute to the restoration and maintenance of peace in Cambodia, human rights, and to the assurance of the right of self-determination of the Cambodian people through free and fair elections. United Nations, where are you today? Where are you? We need you up. You know where the United Nations is today in Southeast Asia? They're in Myanmar. Myanmar is the new popular country. But you have to finish the business in Cambodia, or your promises to the people of Myanmar to help them achieve democracy will never come true. Finish the work you began in Cambodia before you go to Myanmar. I said, you know what you have to do? You have to start having rallies on the Capitol. You have to get a resolution passed. And in 2007, HRES 1 has stood up, and you must see that HRES 310, Mr. Shabbat's resolution, is passed, and send a message to the Congress that this is a life or death issue for you in the Cambodian American community, and you want to see action taken by the House of Representatives.
Tuổi ba cái điện trong nai